Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. The year is almost over, so I wanted to begin my yearly wrap-up videos. In this video, I'm going to discuss some of the most controversial K-pop songs released this year. My misandry causes me to be completely ignorant of whatever is going on in boy world, so I can only speak to the girl group sides of things. These are the songs that I saw have the most mixed reactions and negative reception among my subscribers and elsewhere online. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoy. We're gonna start with Hate Rodrigo because I'm unsure if the song is actually controversial now that I'm discussing it. Looking back, I don't think anyone even talked about this song or any of the B-sides released with it. Yena snagged a feature from the legendary Cher herself and nobody batted an eye. We just continue to look past that to call Yena and her company a bunch of dumbasses. The center of controversy was the use of Olivia Rodrigo to detail Yena's playful jealousy towards the young singer. A lot of people found it weird that Yena propped Olivia Rodrigo up as this influential, impactful artist to look up to like you would a Beyonce or Michael Jackson, despite Yena being older and having spent more time in the industry as a soloist. She also faced criticism for the use of Olivia's name and pictures in promotional material, as well as references to her music videos. Personally, the song is trash. Like, I didn't care about the Olivia Rodrigo thing, not one bit. Should have been the center of controversy is her complicity and G-Idol's terrorism. Why on God's green earth would you ever feature a G-Idol member on your title track and be so serious about it too? Like, they were dead ass down to her having screen time in the music video. New Jeans' Zero was a promotional single for their campaign with Coca-Cola Zero. We saw New Jeans step out of their comfort zone with this track in a few areas. Although they previously played with drum and bass or really Jersey club sounds on Ditto, this effort dove even further into that sound. It was more electronic and experimental than their previous releases have been, and incorporated some odd choices for vocal effects and production styles. The track also features an interpolation of a popular Korean nursery rhyme. I really love this song. Although it was just for a promotion, it certainly went platinum on my local files. Like, y'all don't get this song like I do. The thing that made this track so controversial is the repetitive chorus was very off-putting to many people, which I never really understood. It does have somewhat of a jarring sound in comparison to the rest of the song, but it was very fun and catchy to me. Like, there wasn't one part of this song that I did not like. Let's have fun, let's smile, let's just be happy for sometimes. Like, y'all are so strict. STAYC's Beautiful Monster wasn't received well among K-pop stans, and I honestly could not tell you why. To me, this was STAYC at their core with the teen fresh concept and emotional sound, just set in a different season with a more subdued approach because of it. It features the same screeching from Yoon and Seon that you all love. It has their unconventional production style, and it's underwhelming as usual. So I don't know why it didn't do as well as their previous tracks. Regardless, it put STAYC in this awkward position for the following months. Despite it being their best-selling album at the time, the track clearly wasn't performing as well on the charts and among the general public, leading to falling off allegations and discussions about bandwagon standing girl groups in K-pop. Regardless, STAYC seemed to be back in the good graces of the public following their Japanese debut, Poppy. Admittedly, a bit more true to their bubbly sound, it's catchy, danceable, electronic, and cuter than the title track it follows. It wasn't the biggest release ever, but it was enough to pull STAYC back up to the top with other monster rookies. With Teddy Bear, it seemed like the girls were back to square one. I felt lots of opposition. Like, STAYC, there's some people that's in your circle telling you that they your friend, but they talking against your future, and they're called your fans. While they opted for a more cutesy, youthful, childlike sound, it was still reminiscent of previous STAYC releases. Catchy sound, bubbly, teen fresh. This is the group you all know and love. And in fact, they were a bit more tolerable this time around because I don't remember Yoon or Seon ever threatening my eardrums despite Seon's rap in the second verse. Like, other than that, even Jay was okay. On top of that, it reminded me of, well, I don't know, poppy, like, but instead it drew comparisons to sneakers, which also wasn't well received among international fans, so you would never want to be compared to that. Regardless, I don't know what y'all want. Like, you like poppy but you hate teddy bear, yet Bubble is your most played song this year. Are these songs not triplets? Like, same DNA. Okay, maybe not, but they definitely giving me same mom, different daddies. Like, they were sisters, they're related. Okay, what's the issue here? Wikipedia says the meaning of IVE's name is to show the audience what they have. What exactly that is, I'm not sure, and neither are they, no matter how much their fans try to convince you, girl. Like, let's simmer down. So far, we've gotten to know IVE through their elegant and chic concepts and title tracks. Though the genres and sounds of their titles are wildly different, IVE's overall concept has remained fairly consistent. They never stray too far from their elegant concept, and you can see similar elements of that across their different eras. Their B-sides, on the other hand, kinda all over the place. Still chic, not so much elegant, but all trash, you know? Anyway, Kish was the first time we really saw IVE ditch their elegant or chic look and sound for something more cool and girl crush. Despite what the title promises, the track isn't that unconventional and weird. The song has two parts, Western pop influenced verses reminiscent of Sell Me, and a bass heavy chorus featuring chanted lyrics. Together, they don't make a very good product. Like, it's not so bad that it's good. You're not getting out with that definition. I found their songs since debut very generic and lackluster up till this point, but this was the first time I'd seen people criticizing an IVE song. Many people said it was their first miss, which ruined their perfect discography. It was also the start of IVE stans simply bullshitting their way out of criticism. Sure, IVE can have multiple concepts and sounds. They're allowed to switch things up whenever they feel like it, but that doesn't automatically make it good or logical. Like, oh my god, if y'all were my fans and that was your defense, that was your best defense, I'd have to give up. Like, absolutely not. In an unfortunate turn of events, I've somehow become ITZY's only fan in this community. Since the beginning, I've been the only one who understood ITZY's true sound, aka Funzy, and have been the only one to defend them from the hateful critics who could not spot Funzy, even if it was directly in front of them. Despite being two forgetful singles into this era, things were still looking up for ITZY when it came to the title track Cake, due to Black Eyed Pilsung's name being attached to it. Now, I've been on the BEP hate train since STAYC's debut, so naturally I was scared. Like, if you're not making good music for STAYC and you can't even give A-Pink a good hit, what makes you think ITZY gonna be any different? But people still believed that the producing duo would be able to turn the wigs around and get ITZY back on track. Unfortunately, nothing can save ITZY at this point. Much of it is due to their A&R team, but even the best of the best wouldn't save this sinking ship. Like, it's giving Titanic. Much criticism towards the song says that the chorus is too repetitive and annoying, while the track overall is very childish. Not as kiddie as Sneakers, but anything fun, bright, and youthful is enough to draw comparisons and get dog walked by international roaches. Other people claim that this track doesn't feel like ITZY, which I disagree with. At worst, it can be considered a parody of ITZY's first year, but nonetheless, it's ITZY. Like, I like this song. I haven't really streamed it since it came out, but there were really enjoyable aspects of this. For example, I really love the singing half of the chorus, but I do agree that the KKKKK can be very repetitive and annoying by the end of the song, and they don't sound good while doing it. But other than that, this is a good song. Like, y'all are so mad, y'all just hate ITZY. Like, y'all just want to shout on ITZY. Like, y'all just want to bully them. Like, for real, y'all not even real fans. Like, you wasn't even there for Dolly Dolly. Y'all are so fake. I'm a baddie, but the baddie, pretty little risky baddie, 뭐든 될 대로 되라. The tale of Baddie is quite similar to that of Kish. IVE was back on track with their elegant concept after the release of their full album IVE. The two pre-release singles, Either Way and Off the Record, from their most recent mini album IVE Mine, kept up this streak of elegant releases. But once again, the group would switch up their sound and aesthetic for something more badass and girl crush for yet another release. Baddie is a track that features a hard trap beat with punchy bass. I found it quite dull and monotonous. It was also very repetitive and corny in my opinion. However, I expected people to absolutely love this song because y'all are fiends for some girl crush. Like, no matter how tired it may be, y'all are always gonna live for some girl crush. So imagine my shock and surprise when everyone's opinions weren't so positive. People had similar criticisms to me, referring to it as a lackluster track that fails to keep up with their other singles. Other people found that it didn't fit IVE's typical concept and distinct sound. IVE's singles were always more anthemic with memorable melodies, but songs like Kish and Baddie are completely void of this. This was turned into a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing for people who were defending this track from criticism. Fans believe that IVE was taking this huge risk to display how versatile they are, but once again, this is IVE, arguably the biggest girl group of their generation. Not even just girl group, but group period. Anything they shit out will top the charts. And at this point, I hadn't seen anyone complaining that their concept was just so repetitive, they need to switch it up. Literally nobody was saying that because again, y'all was eating it up. I'm not giving a K-pop group brownie points or excuses for being versatile. You can switch your concept, sound, and identity up every release, but you're not doing anything major and special if it's just straight ass every single time. For IVE, that's usually the case. So again, at the end of the day, they're fine. They got a rack. Like, calm down, girl. We're fine. My voice has been like going in and out. I'm not sick. I just woke up and I don't know, I have a stuffy nose. I sound like I'm going through puberty. Like, it's been really terrible. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for sitting through that and watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Bye.